Good morning. Welcome back to Donald Miller's Electrical Services. We are in Havertown, Pennsylvania, and we're just starting a demo of a kitchen. So we get to see what's behind the walls and free of charge. So I want to show you the problems that we find more than often in renovation work. All right. So the first problem I'm going to show you is what people do when they low bid a job. When you low bid a job, you're doing work as quickly as possible to get paid and get off the job. That also means the quickest methods. All right, so this is called stabbing an outlet. All right, in the back of an outlet, there's holes, okay, where they can stab the wires into instead of wrapping around the screw. Instead, they stab in the back. Wrapping around the screw takes a little bit more time, a little bit more effort. You actually have to be a little bit more qualified because it gets into using a screwdriver. I know that's difficult for some people, but the reason why it's a flathead screwdriver is because you get better torque with a flathead than a Phillips head. All right, you should always use a flathead on screwdrivers and on outlets and switches, but that's a different video. Let's talk about stabbing here. So this is our hot conductor. That's our neutral conductor. All right, check this out. Let's see if I can make it happen here. You know, hold the camera. Don't put your finger in front of it. Got it? All right. Can you see where it's stabbing in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah? See that? See how it goes up and down like that? The reason that's happening is because the amount of load that was put on this, such as vacuum cleaners or whatever else, it actually warped the spring in the back. And even though it's touching it, because it's barely touching, it'll still work, but then you're gonna get into micro arcing. All right, and that's when you get little tiny arcs in the electrical current. All right, and what that's gonna do, it warps the metal spring, because the more resistance you have, the more it's going to heat up. All right, and that's basically what's happening here, is that spring is heating up. The next step of what will happen here is that this will start melting down. All right, and given the fact that this is a metal box and they're not using Romex connectors, that means oxygen is going to get to this, okay, which means the more oxygen feeds to it, the more this is going to melt down. The more that it feeds to it, the more it melts down, is the more likely you're going to have a fire, okay? And I know I use the F word, and we're not supposed to use the F word in electric, but let's kind of be honest here. This is the worst practice electricians can do, and it's still allowed to be done, all right? I've actually had contractors tell me to stab so I could get the job done quicker. Obviously, I didn't do the job. This will cause me to lose sleep at night if I did this. All right, what should be done? Take them out, cut them, strip the wire correctly, wrap the screw, okay? And then it's actually installed correctly, put a piece of tape on it, put it back in. This guy, look at that. I just pulled it, came right off. So the ground wasn't really done correctly. This is, oh, there goes the hot. This bottom one's actually holding. The neutral is okay there. The neutral's got a little give, but that's the danger of stabbing an outlet, and people need to be aware of that. Will it change? I don't know. I know a lot of electricians that won't stab outlets, but I also know a lot that will, because they just want to get done quicker. They want to go home. And then they say comments like, "It looks good for my house." Well, that's good. They're the worst people to hire. And, you know, when you go to shake a man's hand, they're not going to tell you they're a hack. They're going to tell you they're the best electrician out there, okay? It's just, it's part of the business. It's what's going on. And the more I'm affected by it, the more I'm going to make videos about it, okay? And I'm going to prove, no longer just going to talk about the hazards that today's it's not all electricians today. It's just that we don't have proper training anymore. There's no more apprenticeship program. It's all about the dollar. If a guy can throw you in a van and you have enough experience to get a paycheck or get a check from the homeowner, they're going to throw you in a van. They're not going to keep on educating you. You know, we need to stop doing this. But that's enough for that. Okay. Thank you for watching. Take care. Have a good day. And I don't know, become a tradesman, learn a craft, you know, do quality work.